Hey guys, Wandering Shell here, and we're going to be doing Marvel United painting. This time it's going to be Wolverine from the Marvel United Days of Future Past. Woo! So this time, Wolverine doesn't have his typical blue and yellow outfit. He is just Wolverine out and about. What can I say about this outfit? Brown. I mean, that's all it is he has like a fur brown jacket and leather brown or dark brown shirt and gloves and boots and green pants. That's who he is. I mean, that's what the pictures showed. I think I would have changed his shirt to black, just to change up the outfit and just keep like leather brown gloves and boots. But, there's always next time. Or if you guys do it, the Marvel United. And if you're up to Days of Future Past with the Wolverine one, let me see what you got on that one. If you did it with a black shirt, or even change it up, give him like a little peace sign shirt. You know what? Why not? It'd be kind of funny. I'm not that talented to make it that interesting. But anyway, let's get back to painting. So, again, I did a leather brown for the gloves and the boots and his shirt, and then a lighter brown, which would be a fur brown, for his jacket. Now, mind you, these colors I'm saying are from Army Painter, and these are the exact colors. I have not blended anything yet or changed anything, so these are the colors from the bottles. So if you guys want to go pick your own up, these are what it's going to look like. So, going through, trying to find all the little crevices, and I try not to paint over parts that are going to be different colors, just to make it a little cleaner. It doesn't look less chunky, but what's nice about Army Painter, you can go over those colors, and it doesn't ruin it. You just go over it again, which is nice. So, Army Painter is a very nice company where paints where it's good for the novice, that's for sure. Like me. So, went over, used Barbarian Flesh for his skin tone. And then, yes, I know, this is blue. I did deep blue. So, in the picture, it shows him have like a deep blue hair. Usually he does have black hair, but I thought it'd be kind of cool and homage to his blue and yellow outfit anyway, so it's kind of a fun little tie-in, if you say. And then apparently he's getting old, so he has some gray hairs. Whoop! He has some gray hairs on the side, so gotta keep those in there. He's kind of doing a Fantastic Four thing going with Mr. Fantastic, I guess. He's old. So yep, went through all of it with deep blue, because it will get deeper when I put the tone in. So always keep in mind when you are doing these that the tones are gonna shift whatever you are doing. So for example, with strong tone is a deeper brown, soft tone is a lighter brown, flesh wash is an even lighter brown. Those are the washes that you'll see me use a lot more compared to the others, like blues and reds and stuff. But you can always do that and kind of experiment with models that you really don't care too much about, because right now I fortunately don't have any models that I can just experiment, unfortunately. So I just do what I'm used to, which is going to be the soft or strong tone and the flesh wash, the browns. So, speaking of browns, this is actually going to be leather brown. The other brown for the glove and the boots was like deep root brown, so it's like a darker color brown. And this one is leather brown, so when you do put the tones in, it makes it a little bit darker, so be forewarned again. And I don't really do the actual eyes. I kind of do whatever color eyes that they originally have. Like if they're blue-eyed, it's just all blue. If it's a brown eye, it's all brown. Just makes it easier. It also makes it a little comic booky, which is cute to me anyway. So this is actually wolf gray. Yes, it doesn't look that gray. It looks more blue. I know. And I'm actually going to be using this later in the highlight, so get ready for that one. But in the meantime, it's really good for like if you want to do like gray concretes and stone. It's actually good for that, to have that tone. So he does unfortunately his base has a lot of like gravel and metals and stones. It was a mess. I feel like his base was more detailed than him, and I hate that when the base is more interesting than the actual character. So if you ever do 3D models and you want to make your own characters, please make the character the center of attention. The base is just there to make the groundwork, not put your eye on the base. Make sense? So I've seen people put like tufts of grass and things like that, which is cool, but you want to make sure that your main focal point is the character that people are going to be seeing, not his base. So always keep in mind on that. But I'm almost done with the base coat. Then after that, I'm gonna go into the tones. So this is actually the flesh tone, the flesh wash. Kind of just do that real fast, and then this is the soft tone. Fortunately, I ran out of strong tone, so I had to use soft, and I just went through the whole thing. And what's nice about these tones, they're very more watered down versus the paint, so it'll go into the crevices a little bit easier than regular paint will. So went through the whole thing. The drying process can take about like half an hour or an hour. It depends on where you store them. It takes a while for it to dry, but once it's dry, it comes out really dark. And this is where you start doing the highlights, or kind of go over it, like I'm doing right now with his white. I'm going over whatever that's raised, going back over it to make it a little bit more noticeable. Instead of being in that brownish color, it's going back to being that white color. Only certain parts, because he's Wolverine. He's been out and about, so I can't make it too clean. Or he could just left. Honestly, he could have just stayed as is and be fine, but I wanted to give him a few highlights. So speaking of highlight, I did combine the fur brown and white to make that color, and I really didn't like it. So what I did was I did use it on parts that are highlighted. Then while it's still wet, I went back with fur brown. Kind of do like a gradient almost. It turns into like a gradient, and it actually worked out really nice because it's lighter underneath. So that's why when you're doing stuff like your not your base coat, but your kind of like the white. So you can do that, or gray. I've seen a few people do black, which changes up the whole piece. Anyway, so what I did with the wolf gray, I used it for his highlight of his hair. Mind blown, because I didn't think to do that. Of all the times I had blue hair, I could have done that instead of trying to mix colors and try to figure it out. Who knew? And then I even gave a little bit of a highlight for his beard things. A little more highlight to really show his hair is glossy. Whoops, a little too much glossy hair. And that's it, guys. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I hope I see you guys next time. Later.